Remaining true to my own self, I've always felt that life is what you make it. Attitude is your altitude. And also, the self awareness of yourself is more important. In fact, it's of paramount importance to you to realize that if you want to take life in your hands, you need to be truthful to yourself. You need to take out all hypocrisies from your mind and heart. I am not interested how you're dealing in the world. What I am interested is how you are dealing with the core being of yours. That is so important. Somewhere I had read a very, very beautiful thought, which I have written it in one of my books. It says that when you say no, you are only saying no to one option. When you're saying no, you're only saying no to one option. When you say yes, you are saying yes to every other option. So, no is a decision where yes is a responsibility. Be careful of what you say, how you are saying it, and why you are saying it. If you can actually understand this phenomena of what I have just spoken, you will realize that life is all about the actions you take, the results of the actions you take or the choices you make. Now, astrology as such is such a powerful tool that if you utilize it well and if you utilize it with your own purity of intent for your own self, not in just thoughts and words, but in your own actions, you will realize that astrology is such a beautiful subject that it actually takes you from ignorance to the truth. It takes you from the darkness to the light and from death to salvation. Now, when I'm talking about death to salvation, it is metamorphically taken that you actually kill the old self of yours and you emerge into the new. You actually salvicized yourself by being the truth of what you want to be. So become the person that you want to be. Be the person that you want to be. Relate to yourself and automatically you relate to the surroundings. Here where I really loved Gandhiji when he said, if you want the world to change, be the change that you want to see in this world. And just see how the truth unfolds. And once the truth unfolds, you will realize that you're a much happier human being. You're a person who's actually relating and living in the moment. There are plenty scriptural books. There are plenty things where we say, those positive thinking books or the lectures on being positive. And actually, when you're listening to those lectures, they all seem very easy and you feel, okay, I'm going to be the way this lecture is telling me to be. I'm going to start feeling positive. I'm going to be positive. So you get up in the morning and you say, I'm going to be a positive person. You're not realizing that subconsciously you're reminding yourself that you're negative and you need the thing to be positive. But this thing is that if you actually know yourself, if you actually take out the hypocrisy from your mind and heart and be truthful to yourself, it will become a habit with you to live in the moment because you are only doing things which make you happy. And these don't have to be endorsed by people. I'll give you an example here. I'm basically a loner and I like to be in my office. I like to be on my golf ground, or I like to do things which give me the utmost happiness. Now, there are people who either call me arrogant, or there are people who call me unsocial, or there are people who say that I'm not a person who goes and mixes around too much. Am I affected by those people? My answer is no. They have the right to whatever they perceive about me. But I have a choice. And I have a choice to say no whenever I want to. So when I'm saying no to one option. But when I am saying yes, I am saying yes to every other option. So I am left no wiser. So it's very important for us to realize that charity begins at home. The truthfulness and honesty begins with yourself. So, knowing through your natal chart what are the positives and negatives in you, what are the core strengths in you, what are the potentials in you, and how you can utilize them as the years are coming by, you will realize that it is not only giving you happiness, but also you are empowering yourself with the much needed confidence that I am and I can do it. So it's important to know that a mind with few thoughts actually is often a mind of contentment. Now, how are the few thoughts coming? When you've decluttered your thoughts of what others think about you, and you've only kept those thoughts which you think about yourself. And you can actually think about yourself without being harsh on yourself. You can actually think about yourself by being happy in the knowledge that these are my strengths and this is what I can work on, and these are the weaknesses which I have to not think about. And also this will bring in an awareness that when the planets are surrounding your natal chart or your yearly chart, or the planets that are in retrograde motion or the eclipses are there, rather than reminding yourself of fearing and being anxious that these are the retrogrades that are happening and God knows what they're going to bring, or the Saturn Mahadasa or the Rahu Mahadasa, that we are not very sure how to handle our lives. I am not asking you to handle your lives because the planets are coming. I am probably giving you a very easy way out. Handle your energies within yourself by being aware what are the energies in you, what is the quotient of positivity and what is the quotient of negativity. Negating the negativity will actually allow you to handle and make the best use of the planets when they are going retrograde or direct. Let it make it very clear to you that all this is an optical illusion. When we say that the sun rises from the east and it sets in the west, they're all optical illusions. So similarly, when these planets are roaming around in the universe, they're basically sending the electromagnetic rays which are affecting the energies in your body. So when they are going retrograde, the negative comes out in you. The irritable quotient comes out in you. You tend to become frustrated. You tend to react in a very, very impulsive way. But a little bit of awareness actually will take you a long way, and you will stop reacting to situations when the planet forces are retrograde. So once you are able to control yourself, let's say for 45 days, you work it with me, and I can guarantee you that more than half of you will come back to me and say that yes, how they have changed themselves and how they have started becoming happy, feeling happy, and doing things what give them happiness. So stop being hypocrites. Stop believing in the so-called, waiting for the appreciation of other people. Here is where I would say the modern technology can actually be a boon as well as a bane. Let's take the Facebook, for example. I mean, how many likes you're getting, how many dislikes you're getting, if you're going to get affected by it, you're not leading a true life. Because we are never putting in our worst energies, we're always putting in and trying to be our best. Do you know how much of stress it takes out of us? So it's very important for us to be only true to ourselves, and the rest will follow suit. You will soon realize that actually the world is also becoming a much beautiful place to live in once we start doing things what give us happiness. And that is the actually true way of living in the moment, because you will be enjoying everything you're doing. Whether you are playing, you'll be enjoying your sports. If you're studying, you'll be enjoying your studies. If you're pursuing a career, you'll be enjoying your career, because you have streamlined your thoughts, and now you are only picking up thoughts and only relating them into actions what you truly dream of or desire to do, and what you know that you're happy in doing. This will also help you in easing out your communications with your elders, with your juniors, with your colleagues, with the people who work for you. You will realize that the communication becomes much more relatable, especially when you have taken out the hypocrisy from your life like a fly from the ointment.